All right, cool. I think we're live on Facebook. I hope we're connected here, but today is really important because especially for you ladies that have just jumped on board with me. Ladies that have been with me for 6 months know that I do this a lot, but I thought it'd be right that I show you and talk to you about a diet break. Okay, so like I said, if you might have heard me before, yes, you need to sit at a calorie deficit, but we don't sit you at a calorie deficit where it's so low where it starts to affect other areas in your life. Hey, Jacinda. So you can see I'm shared my screen here and we're looking at MyFitnessPal. So how do we change you to be in a diet break? Okay, I'm going to explain what a diet break is, but this is how you change it on MyFitnessPal. Okay, so this is your profile. You click on more on the bottom right and you'll see goals here. You click on goals. Okay, you got a starting weight and then you got your current weight. Okay, so what you need to do is change your current weight to your goal weight. Okay, so mine says 75.5. So what you'll do is change that. Okay, so now they're the same. Okay, 75.5 to 75.5. Your weekly goal is to maintain your weight. Okay, activity level, make sure this is correct too. If it's lightly active, highly active, make that as accurate as you can. And you'll go back into here and now your calories have changed. Okay, they should be higher. Okay, so mine's gone to 2450. And if I eat that according to my activity level, I should maintain my weight. So that's a diet break and that's how it is technically done. Now I'm just going to share my next screen and tell you what is a diet break. Okay, it's very important. A lot of people won't tell you this, but it is super important that you do a diet break. Otherwise, it's going to start to affect other areas. So let's just share my screen here. All right. So, diet break, the reason for it. When do you do it? Why do you do it? First of all, a lot of people, you might have been in many programs before, okay? You've been at a calorie deficit, okay? Yes, you sit at a calorie deficit. You need to hit that calorie deficit in order to lose weight. Now, it could be anywhere from 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks that you start to hit a plateau, okay? So what's a sign that you need to go on a diet break? Okay, libido. These are the things that are going to drop. Libido, motivation, stress, sleep, energy, hunger, okay, drive. These are some things, these are called your hormonal markers, okay? So these are things to look at. I used to do this with my face-to-face clients and check when was it time for them to go on a diet break, okay? Libido was down, motivation was down, stress, sleep, energy, they were hungry all the time, and their drive started to go down. Now, previously in this program, if every 2 weeks we went on a diet break, okay, for 3 weeks. I know that's very subjective, so I can't just say, hey, every 2 weeks go on a diet break, because you might be going really well and your libido, your motivation, your stress, your sleep, energy, hunger, and drive is all good. So this is something that I'm going to leave the ownership up to you, but I want to educate you on this. So you sit at a calorie deficit, okay? Calorie deficit is an amount that you need to hit less according to the activity level, your weight, and then you will lose weight, okay? You're tracking your food properly, okay? Your activity level is correct. From there, okay, you should lose weight on this calorie deficit. Once this drops, you go on a diet break. How long do you go on a diet break for? Generally, about 3 days, okay? And generally, it's on a Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When it hits Sunday, you change MyFitnessPal back, okay? And you go back to a calorie deficit. In the diet break, what I really like you to do is you increase carbs, okay? And generally at nighttime, okay? But the reason I do this, carbohydrates, okay, releases something called tryptophan. Tryptophan is the precursor to serotonin, and then serotonin is the precursor to melatonin. Melatonin makes you tired. The reason I prescribe it at nighttime is so that you feel tired and you can sleep better and therefore have more energy. Your brain can't simply survive to be at a calorie deficit. So what do people do in the past when they hit a deficit is they go even lower when they hit a plateau. No, it's the opposite. You need to increase your calories to maintenance, 3 days, recharge the body, just like putting a car in a pit stop. This is what it's doing. And then you go to calorie deficit and you will continue to lose. But you can only go on a diet break if you've been consistently tracking. If you've not been tracking and go, oh, my energy's low, my motivation's low. No, it's probably because you're not eating right and you're not hitting the calorie amount. So do not do a diet break if you're not tracking your food properly. If you're not hitting your activity levels, I would continue to first and foremost focus on tracking your calories correctly. This is how you can start to understand your body really well. I've done this in clients many, many times. I've done it over 12-week periods and they'll lose 12 kilos. And that's with driving up carbs at nighttime. So instead of having steak and vegetables, you might throw in rice. Or if you just had chicken and vegetables, whatever you had at nighttime, throw in potatoes, okay? Throw in high carbohydrates to get your calories up, okay? So less is not necessarily better, especially when it comes to diet. Now, traditionally, these quick fix programs will tell you eat less, eat less, eat less. Yes, you need to hit a calorie deficit, but diet break is needed, 3 days. Sometimes when I sit someone on a calorie deficit, I give them 2 weeks at a diet break. But this is where it comes down to habits and you understanding your body correctly. Like I said, very important. Do not go on a diet break if you're not tracking your calories properly, okay? Because then you're just going to stuff up what's going on in your body. So the more consistent you are with your food, especially tracking through MyFitnessPal, then you can go on diet breaks. The leaner you are, the more diet breaks you have. But, okay, calorie deficit, sit at it consistently. Eat what you like, hit the protein. Hit that amount, but from there, when you hit these markers, hormonal markers, libido, motivation, stress, sleep, energy, hunger, and drive start to drop, diet break, 3 days. Eat at maintenance, enjoy, eat more foods, okay, more carbohydrates. Ideally at nighttime, doesn't have to be, but can be more throughout the day. 3 days. Yes, you might put on a little bit of weight. That's okay. From there, back at a calorie deficit, keep going, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks until, hey, Sam, until you do not, sit at a calorie deficit. When you hit those hormonal markers again, boom, diet break. You can do this all year round. Calorie deficit, diet break, calorie deficit, diet break. Hey, Tanil, this is really important that you get this, ladies. It's studies. I've done courses on this and it works and it's true. It's proven. There's been journal articles, but the programs don't tell you this out there because, like I said, they're going to sit you a calorie deficit, plateau, eat less, plateau, eat less. No, eat more when you're at a diet break, then come back. This is not a cheat meal. A cheat meal is just something that you increase your calories for psychological reasons. This is actually scientifically proven. So therefore, the diet break is really, really important. Hope that makes sense. Okay, generally it's around 2 weeks, 4 week mark that you might notice it. If you're feeling good, keep going on a calorie deficit. Okay, it's really, really important. Hope that helps, ladies, and understands the importance. Okay, this is the scientific side of nutrition. It is critical. If you get this right, I guarantee you, you'll lose weight consistently. You'll break through plateaus. Okay, hope that helps. Diet break. Watch it again if you need to.